Believe we are live. So I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to gain perspective. That is today's stream topic. Alright? Uh, it is my birthday. I'll come out and say it. And I am now 26, apparently. It is the year 2024. That checks out. And it started off kind of like an opportunity to gain perspective. Last night, I was playing a game of Risk of Rain. Already finished my flower, was kind of like settling down for the day. And it's one of those games where you kind of like get a run and then you pick up items and you become stronger and stronger. And I was getting really strong, right? So strong. I felt good about it. I was like, yeah, this is going to be a fun run. And then our power goes out. While I'm playing, it's raining as well. And it hasn't rained here in like months, which is also kind of strange. But it started raining. And then after the rain had passed, our power just goes away. So me, Max, and John are chilling on the patio for a little bit. We vape a bit of bud, and we go to sleep believing that the power is gonna be on any second now, kind of vibes. We wake up. I wake up 6 a.m. in this morning. I try to check my phone for what time it is. It's not charged, right? So I realized that the power has not come back on. I come outside to come and see the street lights still off, and I'm like, okay, guess I know that it's still not working. I go back to sleep. I wake up around 9 again, right? More than well rested enough. I wake up the rest of the homies, John and Max, and I'm like, okay, let's go do something. Let's go out. Let's get out here. Like there's nothing here for us. Kind of vibes. There's no internet because the battery is dead. There's no electricity. For some inexplicable reason, a mosquito just flew past me. So we decided to go out to go on another grocery run. I bought more. I bought more berries. I kind of want to show you. Maybe I will show you a little bit later. I'm still in story mode though. So I wanted to go and get more berries. Topic was kind of inspired by that. The last time I went to the joint, the opportunity to paint a mural arose, and we did talk about that again today. But Tinas, the owner of the joint, basically opened this opportunity for me to become a strain reviewer. So from now on, going forward, Wednesdays, we're going to drive through to the joint. We're going to do our yoga there. We're going to do our dancing there. And then after we've danced, we're going to sit down and we're going to review a strain. Like I haven't been directly reviewing strains, necessarily speaking, but I think I could. All right? Right? I hope so at least. So that's a new fractal that opened up, right? He did end up giving me a bunch of bud as well, 5 grams of Buddha cheese, which smells amazing. I treated myself. I bought myself some mimosa. I got more mimosa. It's mimosa Evo, so I don't know if it's gonna taste the exact same as my previous mimosa strain, but I got myself some mimosa and uh, hella jelly. That's the other one that I got as well. I got jelly bean. Is it jelly bean the other time? Something like that. This one is hella jelly, and it smells amazing as well. Also got a joint for my birthday. They have a like a birthday joint box basically for all of the people that have birthdays on that day. I did end up smoking a little bit of it with my homies, but before I smoked a bit of it, I teared off the nub and I put it in here to hit with my Dynavap instead. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me for being here for this opportunity to gain perspective. So, again, today's stream topic is exactly that. There is, unfortunately, also some some challenges that arose on our side. Tani Charlene, due to all of the coughing from being sick over the last few weeks, ruptured her the place where her appendix was removed, the scar. It did heal over, but because of all of the coughing pressure, ruptured and tore. And she's now in the hospital trying to get that sorted out. At least she is in the hospital, right? She's in the best possible place she can be right now, being in the state that she is. But I like really spent a moment acknowledging this morning, right? There was this part of me that felt this sense of like, bro, are you kidding me? It's my birthday. Can I have some electricity, please, South Africa? You know. And then just in thinking that and noticing how there was this opportunity for me to victimize myself, to consider myself somehow, te genagekom is the Afrikaans word. Like I was somehow wronged. Te nagekom. Yeah, wronged could be the right word. And then just gaining perspective of, yeah, I could be having the experience of Tani Charlene right now, being in a hospital bed, waiting to be operated on, right? That's also a perspective that is actively available on planet Earth, that is being had by people. And just acknowledging that, made me appreciate my perspective that I get to have right now, despite the nature of it, just a little bit more. I thank you, friends, for joining me. Bless you. We have Duck Dad and Joy Vive, Loizana, and even Uncle Becky, Boop and I. Anniversary as well. True. I keep forgetting, and you keep reminding me, and every time it's so cool to me that my birthday ends up being your anniversary. Bless you. Sending you lovins to you and Boop. It's nice having you. Maybe leave out the taste of stink bug. No. No. I'll tell them it tastes like stink bug. But I'll also tell them that the flavor changes, right? They'll get to know. They'll get to know what it tastes like. I might have to taste it beforehand, but no. I don't think... Like, what I would want to do on Wednesdays as well, then, is only end up smoking for the first time, or vaping for the first time in that moment, right? Instead of vaping the day before or the hours before in that moment, so that I can not only review the taste, but also the effects, to see if there's any differences within that as well. Happy birthday, bless again. It's part of the review, ain't it, Duck? People should know what they're getting. And if he's doing the reviewing, he can do what he wants, or can say what he wants, maybe is the rest of that comment. But yeah. Oh, moose. That's how it's supposed to be, at least in my mind, right? I hope. Like, again, the stink bug strain isn't bad. Like, the effects thereof is very nice. And I still have 2 nugs of it left, and those nugs will not go to waste, right? However, I won't get more of it. And weirdly enough, I had this moment of connecting with my bartender as well today. Jay, his name is. Of like, yeah, this strain smells amazing, but it's not all that kind of vibes. 18, living together, 13 married. I don't know what those numbers mean. You were living together by 18? You were living together by 18, but you were married at 13? That's the way I'm interpreting that message right now. Maybe on the 18th of May, you were living together, and on the 13th of May, you were married. But maybe the 14th of May was when you proposed? That anniversary? I don't know. Ali and I, 18 years living together. 13 years married. Okay, that makes more sense. That does make more sense. There's a rock that is hurting my ass. Am I gonna move it? I negotiated with the rock, and it turns out it doesn't want to move. No, no, it's telling me no. Mm. Ali and I will be 20 years since we started dating in September. 20 years. 20 years ago, I was a 6-year-old. Hmm. Even back then, I was obsessed with technology, you know. I've never not been obsessed with technology. Is it because of my perspective? Probably, right? Yeah, probably my perspective. Love you and yours, Doug. Bless. There is a rock that is hurting my ass. Also, the quality content I come for. I'm sorry, bro. Like this, I'm like sitting kind of like sideways butted right now to not take up the same room that Rock is taking. But he's not budging. I'm going to click my Dynavap. I did name it. Jovan mentioned to me that she had named her Dynavap. Her Dynavap is called Diana, which is very apt. Diana right? And in looking at my Dynavap last night, I was like thinking about that fact. And I was like, I should name mine too. And some of you friends might be able to see that there is like a tricoiliness, right, to my head. So my Dynavap has been called Trident. It is Trident the Dynavap. Thank you, John, for inspiring me. Sideways butt. Hey, Kristen. It's nice seeing you here too. Lovely background. It is, right? Look at this little cactusy. I definitely set up the stream in the way that I did to get this cactus in the shot. So nice. So rocks. Mm. Mm. My hands look so small. Mm. What does that thing do and how does it work? This thing is called a Dynavap. It has a little cap. With inside of it, it has a little piece of metal that is loose. That piece of metal deforms as soon as it hits 200 to 220 degrees Celsius. So you blast the side of this thing with heat until it clicks, and then you pull on it. And then the air displacement literally just takes all of the evaporated THC. Instead of combusting any of the weed, you just punch it with enough heat until the weed is like, okay, bro, fine, I'm leaving. And then it only leaves through one little channel and into you. Flower, yeah, uses flower. It's a dry herb vaporizer. It's very nice, like really nice. I want everybody to have one kind of vibes. One of these days I'll be sponsored. One of these days. How does that thing do and what does it work on Thursday? Let me show you. That's incredible, yeah. So you start punching it with heat and you'll hear the click. Click. It's very light as well. The first one is usually just flavor for me, and the second one is vapor. I'm fine. It just caught me by surprise. Ooh, this strain is very cookie-like, almost as if cookies were baked with a slice of narchi peel. Mm. But yeah, it is very nice, and there's no. Let me show you. There's no burning of your weed. That's the best part. After you've, after it's been vaped, let me show you. Let me show you like this. Some people do go a little bit darker with their roast, but that's what it looks like after you're done with it. It's still beautiful. Still smells amazing as well. Yeah. No burning anything, just encouraging all of those little THC molecules to leave their little homes and come and join you in yours. Yeah. I am trying to technically finish this strain because I have a bunch of buds that I haven't tried. I probably shouldn't try the Buddha cheese on stream because it's probably gonna knock me, but maybe that'll be fun. I've got to run. Love you, Loizana. We'll see you again soon, dear friend. Joy Vive saying, I love my Dana Vap. I quit smoking joints. A lot of us have them now. It's true. I think Joy Vive has one. Duck Dad has one. Jovan has one. Melita has one as well. That lives in Croatia. John and Max has one too. I convinced them as well. Tines, the owner of the joint, he has one too. Who else has one? Probably a bunch of people, but those are the people that I know that got one. And I believe Melita, Duck Dad, Jovan, and Joy Vive got theirs because I recommended it. And I very much pride myself. I value capital and I value your money too. And the fact that you friends were willing to trust me and my recommendation, and the fact that you friends love it as much as I do, makes me super happy. Counter the meth slash crack pipe similarities. Yeah, it is a little bit. It does have that vibe to it, slightly. That's why when I do it, I try to be very open with my body language. You know, in using a grinder and stuff like that as well, because I don't do crack or meth, but I don't think you grinder your crack or meth before you do it. Do you? You let me know. Maybe I can do more. Maybe I can scream out loud. I'm just smoking weed. Just smoking weed here. I need a battery and induction coil to activate the metal tap. To counter the crack pipe similarities. The fact that you say that is very interesting because they do actually work that way, Duck Dad. Jovan actually has it's called the wand, and it is an induction coil with batteries that you just put it in and then it clicks, and you can take it back out. Having to punch it with some heat, the sound probably does have some attachment to it, right? Either hitting a dab or, as you said, the whole, pipe kind of vibes. It is what it is. Such should be. I'm going to get one. Kristen is gonna get one too. Before we know it, everybody will have one. A nation. Dynavapping. It is better. It is literally better because I am a strong believer, slash advocate for, slash hoper in the future where people start smoking weed instead of drinking alcohol to have a good time and be social, right? That's my idea of a good future. And this is like an extra extension of getting to smoke weed while you're having a good time with friends, but also taking care of your health and not introducing any unnecessary carcinogenics into your system. Hello again. Let's use Zano. Uncle Becky. It does have that vibe when I do it with my big paws wrapping around it. I swear, I'm not hating. And no, you don't have to worry about that, bro. Like, weirdly enough, that has been a line we have shared multiple times, right? The whole, the whole fractal. I think the fact that it is made of like metal, and it's nicely machined, and it has like coils and stuff. I think also probably gives away that this is probably a more sophisticated device. I don't know if crack and meth users are sophisticated. Maybe they could be. Who am I to say? I know. I'm saying. I'm saying so. It's been said. Come at me. I told my parents to try and start selling it in his store, but he said they were too expensive to hold on the shelves. Yeah, they are pretty pricey, technically speaking. I think if you get a good deal, like on special or something, it can come down. But if you compare it to like glass pieces that people buy, it is like double the price of like a glass piece sometimes, depending on what glass you get. Right? If you get like cheap glass, it's like double the price of cheap glass. It's basically the price of expensive glass, and it's made of metal. All right. So if you don't have it stolen or lose it, this thing should last you a decade, if not more. And that's kind of the way I reason with myself around the math of like, yeah, it is, not free, but also this is something I'm going to be using. It's like a spoon, right? I eat food every day, so I might as well have a nice metal spoon instead of using a, a takeaway spoon I got from the Chinese shop that's made of plastic, right? Like, sure, both of them will spoon, but one is more expensive than the other. And that little expense is going to make a big difference in the long run. And then there's the other side of it being more efficient, right? With the person where to the person who's already in the market to get themselves a dry herb vaporizer, who are looking at like a Pax or a Crafty or a Mighty or a Volcano, right? Those are technically the people you are marketing towards with this product category. And in that case, it is like a third as expensive as those products. So, yeah. I mean, tell your dad to get a few and see if they sell. Told my partner, sorry, not. I don't know why I read parent the first time. They're too expensive to hold on the shelves. Maybe he's not the one that decides, kind of vibe. I don't grind mine. I just pitch off a nug and it works better for me. That actually does work as well. To just pinch off a nug. That is the way that John and Max does it, but I I kind of dread the idea of some of those trichome heads or terpenes getting stuck between the grooves of my fingers and not ending up in here. So I tend to not touch my nugs with my fingers myself. I think because they're not popular here, it would take too long to sell them. I get you. Mine was 40 bucks. That's not a lot, especially with the savings I get since I use so much less weed now. But everything is three times expensive in Canada. Yeah. I don't know what the weed prices are, but I think that's probably like the biggest difference that you probably would notice is the savings. And I remember like us having a conversation the one day, when I think just me and Duck Dad had our Dynavaps. We were having a conversation about efficiency's sake, right? And I remember us being like, yo, it's so efficient. You can go so far with a single nug of weed using this little tool. And Joy Vive in that moment, right, type, like, what are you guys on about? Efficiency, right? If I want to smoke a joint, I want to smoke a joint. Efficiency shouldn't be important. And we were like, yeah, we agree. But like, my favorite analogy for this is a joint, and like, maybe I should say it like this: weed is a resource. In the same way that alcohol for cleaning can be a resource. Maybe I'm trying to clean a piece of electronics, right? And then there is the way where I take a little bit of the alcohol and I dab it on a cloth or on a little ear swab, and then I use that alcohol on the tip to just clean that little spot, right? And that will do the job. And then there's the other way of using alcohol, where you just kind of like pour the liquid over the electronics and then scrub the dirt off, right? Both of them will technically get the job done, right? The other one will probably be more wrecked, soaked, it won't break, necessarily with alcohol if it's pure. But it will be a little bit more covered in alcohol kind of vibes. And for me, the efficiency conversation of weed is the same. When you're smoking a joint, it's like pouring the bottle over the problem. When you're vaping a Dynavap, it's like being very precise and just like dabbing. It does kind of taste like a dab as well, so just like dabbing the discomfort away. And I had this conversation today of like mentioning what it makes me feel. At least the strain I vape today, which is the Pheno 2, my Pheno 2 that I grew myself. It makes it feel like a nice warm blanket is being put over my prefrontal cortex, right? The part of me that's verbal and speaky and thinky planny, it just puts a nice warm blanket around that part of myself, making it feel a little bit less and a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, you know, efficiency. Damn, keen. You get it. Love is true. Jovan's here saying Kristen, Joy, Sam, Doc, Zano, anniversary, Ubi, and Boop, birthday melt, and more. Worky Lurk, love you, friends. We love you too, dear Jean. Uncle Becky, I was in a hurry and went to hit it when I grabbed the wrong and burned our. Cautionary tales. Let me guess, Doc, that hasn't happened again. Not once, did it? I mean, not twice, I should say. That hasn't happened 2 times. Only that one time. That mistake would be made, I'm guessing. It was intense, like chewing 5 gum made of fire. Stimulate your senses like that. Yeah, my Diana are married now. Me and my Diana are married now. My friends referred to her as my wife. I have no eyes for any other. She better last me 10 years because my heart has committed to her. Love is true. Yeah, this makes me happy to hear. Nice. Jovan has this really cool octopipe. All right, that's an octopus pipe. And uh, even though it's very cool to smoke weed out of a pipe like that, it's still smoking it. Right? And the part of me was like, it could never happen because the octopipe is already a lover, right? But no, Dynavap showed up, and I feel again it's just the flavor's sake. It's like maybe, like, okay, this is the way I see it, Joe. If we're going to like compare them to like partners in our lives, it's like maybe for the longest time, you went out with a person that makes you feel great, right? The experiences were still great, but it was like next to a dumpster that these great experiences went down every time, right? And you were like, yeah, this is great, but there's still this dumpster that I can smell nonstop next to me, right? But you still love that person, and you still showed up for them, right? And then switching over to the Dynavap, now suddenly you're still having just as great of a time. In some ways, maybe a better time, maybe a little bit more clear of a time, because the alley and the dumpster was very little bit shadowy, dark, sometimes deeper in the mental fractal. And now you get to like with the Dynavap have these great experiences next to a flower field, or next to cookies baking, or next to fruit punch getting cooked, or next to grapes drying in the sun, right? And I think that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference with the love that is shared. Mm. We have liquor and weed control borders here, making government legal ways to get lit more expensive. That does make sense. Happy born day, Mel. Thank you, Zano. My day of born. It's basically over. I had good born day. I got gifted weed. What more can I ask for? I got gifted opportunities to be gifted more weed. Damn, that's a blessing. I am loved, and I love as well. What more can I ask for? Whoa, my eyes for no other. I already forgot about my octopipe. Bless your octopipe for all of the good experiences that it brought into your life. And bless Diana. Diana. Diana, Diana. Diana Vap for all of the experiences she will bring into your life going forward. Now I imagine you're imagining it latching to your face and it smokes you, the octopipe. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Weirdly enough, I kind of like it, Joe. A part of me likes it. It's horrifying, but I imagine like not even that far future, like 20 years into the future. Uh, Still Octopipe, but now Octopipe is actually very complex robotics. And the whole point of the Octopipe is kind of like a gag gift, where if you smoke it, it does kind of onto your face, pull you into the experience a bit. Imagine that you let someone smoke weed for the first time, and the pipe the pipe straps itself to their face. That doesn't sound very kind. Oh my goodness. Octopipe sounds so cursed. Love is true though. It was almost happened on it one additional time, but I caught myself good. Yeah, like that's one of those mistakes that you don't make, right? You can make that mistake, but you just don't. Make sure, make extra sure you don't vape the hot end. Yossi, I want to share some of this. Maybe that's the plan. Max, I'll take you friends with me. Then I can show you the berries as well. And that's the plan. I'll take this and then I'll snatch some of that, the budsicles on my way back. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see here. David O'Grady, bro. To the friends who don't know, David O'Grady is my best high school friend. Me and this dude danced to music, used a single bed to watch the best episodes of Rick and Morty when they were still the best. Hey, there's Maximum. I'm bringing you some weed, bro. Do you want to stack your dino?
Oh, yes.
I have some of that bud left that was in the joint.
Yes.
And it is pretty nice.
It is pretty good.
Have yourself some. I'm gonna more Narchies. I want to show you friends the berry freezer. Yo, Bessies. Yeah, you think I have enough berries? I do have a problem. I think I spent what, like hundred bucks,
Yeah.
100 basically total, more, $100 on berries. But I'm happy about that. Let's see. Oh, there's some. Alright, some 10th planet. Some of my stuff. Alright, stuff. Here's the new stuff is I got. Here's the mimosa. Yeah, I want some. I want to try some. And this is the stuff that Tina's gave me. It's the Buddha cheese. I'm gonna switch you around for a sec. It has like an interesting technique of opening it. Put your finger in this tab, and you pull. Time for smoothies, I guess. I actually eat them straight, crunching them up on my teeth. Ew. They are so sticky, like the redunculously sticky. It's probably get it like this. Not full. Getting gifts. That's a lot of berries and a lot of weed. Yeah, I guess you know my priorities. Oh my, it smells really lacking. But the mimosa is the one that's been calling me. Since I talked about it yesterday with a few friends as well, of like being amongst my favorite strains I've ever smoked, I feel it's very, very apt that I come full circle on it. You're gonna get cracks in your teeth eating them like that. I'm gonna get titanium teeth when my teeth crack. Gonna have them replaced. My teeth cracking is just an opportunity. You wanna sack your vape as well, John?
Yes, please.
What's happening in this world? What's happening here now? Mm, I knew I was forgetting something. Happy birthday, Mel. Do you want a compulsory death lock? Of course you do. I'll send it right along. Or maybe remember. Time for smoothies. Bless again. Oh my goodness, what the fuck with the berries? Yeah. That's yeah, more. Like the only reason I didn't buy more berries is because there's no more room in the freezers for them.
Yeah, storing is gonna become a problem.
There you go.
Stacks berries.
Bless you, boy. See you again soon. Mm. Let me. Yeah. Max is telling this story. You know, like I get to this place that we buy our food from, and the place that the berries are being presented at or displayed at is like literally at the door. And to buy that many berries takes some time because I vet every little container that I buy as well to make sure there's no moldy bits and stuff. So, as Max was saying, you know, I'm literally standing there in the door with him, just like stacking berries, the entire trolley, just stacking it with berries, and it was pretty absurd looking. I won't lie. I felt pretty absurd for it as well. Probably buying more berries than any person has bought in one sitting. There we go. We returneth, having successfully. Wait a second. I think I left my Dynavap in there. Man. I return again. 1 second. Ah. Oi, 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 oi. Bro, can you not destroy my things, please? Love is true. I breathe. I think I still have some in here. I do. Of the other strain again. Mm-mm-mm. No wonder you don't have money for protein. You spend it all on berries. Like I can get myself a bit of protein. I can get myself like I have been eating more protein just for what it's worth. Truly, I have been like making a point of it, kind of vibes. But the berries are stacked in antioxidants, and they're low glycemic index, so I can eat those berries without taxing my body, and I can feel it as well. It feels nice. It feels very nice. I must depart. Have a very nice birthday. Thank you. Are you having a bad hair day? Yeah, something as such. I left before I showered and got back before I could. So my hair is tied back right now. I like the scarf around my head though. It's a vibe. I feel I need to shave again as well though. My face, my skin has been giving me issues. I think it's because of the stress. And being sick definitely didn't help. All of the sweat probably made a big difference. Yeah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Does it get itchy when your beard gets long? A little bit, sometimes. But the itchiness isn't that big of a deal to me. For me, it's more about the look. I feel like I look scruffy. Achoo! Bless us. Thank you. Yeah. This smells like mimosa. It smells like it's supposed to smell, kind of vibes. Mmm. Yo. That smells really tasty. It looks beautiful as well. Ah, vanity. I know thee well. Yeah. I don't really think I'm a vain person necessarily. Not anymore, at least. I used to be. But I'm still cognizant of the fact that I'm being observed, right? That I look a certain way, and that when people look at me, they see a certain thing. And I do have some control over what that thing looks like. Some control, at least. I cannot control the fact that I look the way I look, but the fact that I have hair slowly extruding out of my face and the top of my head means that I can at least change some things. Bless you, thank you. Mimosa, I probably shouldn't hit this again. But I'm so curious. It's so sticky as well. Like even after you crush it, if you push it, it sticks together. Makes happy. I'm satisfied. Just with the smell. Let's see. Remember how yesterday I talked about how that stink bug strain kind of has mimosa vibes? I don't know what to tell you. This mimosa has stink bug vibes. I'm serious. Like it's very similar to that other terpene profile. I just have to recognize it's anise that I'm tasting. And then it goes from being stink bug to being a spice. Licorice and fruit. But you can see them on a paper. Thank you. So peculiar. This clearly. How is this thing still giving? There's clearly a terpene that I seem to seek that is in that strain, right? Because this is the second strain that just by smell alone, I knew I had to get myself some of it. Weirdly enough, as well, it does taste like mimosa, no doubt. but I think it's also fresher than the other mimosa I got the last time, so that might also add to the flavor. Mine would be full out, stop long, and beards and beads. I wish ladies could grow full beards. You would think you would be a dwarf. Ladies with full beards. I think women would be just as beautiful. Yeah, 100%. I don't think if women in our fractal grew full beards, there would be any problem with it. There probably still would be some that shave, right? Because they would prefer that look, like men do as well. But that would be quite a fractal. I imagine like female beards being very fine haired, right? And very full as well. Very fine and very full, right? So if you're kissing a woman with a full beard, it's like, this is gonna sound very weird. It's like you're nuzzling the tummy of a puppy or a bunny or something, right? This is weird. Why, Zano, please? What are you doing to me? Does not vapor. That is definitely vapor. Let me show you. Alright. I can prove it because nothing was burnt. This is definitely a little bit more than I usually go. But that's just a nice light brown. Nothing was blackened in the making of that vapor. High talk, love it. Yeah. Yeah, I should stop. I should go and get my cards. I had a good time streaming with you friends. What a birthday. I'm gonna keep myself facing this way. Soft kitten beard, right? Right? You can see it, right? Oh shit, Zano is also now hearing the soft kitten beard fractal. And she's also now, yeah, now it makes even more sense. Because Zano, for a second, thought about big, burly, beautiful still, but big, burly, beautiful beard with beads and braids and stuff. And now me talking about like the satin hair beard. Now she's like, mine's going new places. Good. I'm returning in a second. Let me go get my cards. I'm surprised it's so light. I was told if you see the plume, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, that's what I was kind of like saying about that strain as well. Like it was giving volumes of vapor that I wasn't expecting. I was not expecting that. I'm very happy about it. It feels good as well. It feels very cerebral. Like the front of my mind is open. Very nice. I like it. I'm surprised it's so light. Yeah. Man. Matter. Huh? The fact that I can be like, no, but look at this piece of these pieces of matter. I can show you. I can show you. Mm-hmm. Technically, even if I wanted to, I could hit that again. I could add more heat, and I would still get more vapor. How is that possible? It does look very nice. It's like has like 30% white in it on a strain level. You know, like 70% green, 30% white. This one. We haven't pulled this one in a while. And it's about completion. It's about the circle. Circles and circles and circles. And weirdly enough, I thought about the whole circle thing yesterday. I even mentioned it that having a birthday is kind of like the completion of a circle. So the fact that we pulled this card is very apt. I'm going to pull another one from the other deck as well after this one. Orang. All of the women's bracelets are orang. So the decorative feature on the flesh is orang. I don't know if that's flesh though. Some strange looking flesh, I guess. But look at them holding the orang as well. All right. Apsara's hands. Apsara's hands. Apsara's hands. Card number 25. Achievement and completion. Gracious, playful, female deities called Apsaras are found sculpted everywhere throughout the great temple complex at Angkor Wat in Cambodia. 9. Exaggerated hand movements borrowed from captivating sculptures complement the image of pink water lilies that fill a pond facing the famous temple. 9 is the number of completion. The achievements of the ancient Khmer culture are undeniable. 3 circles offer a sense of wholeness as you contemplate the completion of this chapter of your life. Woo! You have accomplished much and realized success in the achievement of your purpose. As you approach the conclusion of this phase, honor the work you have completed and the decision that have brought you to this moment. It is time now to expand your vision and choose a new path. As I looked up, I saw the moon as well. It is time now to expand your vision and choose a new path. I feel this new path I'm choosing is one of reviewing Bud. Actually having the opportunity to review Bud, alright? And on a very real level, the best Bud I've ever vaped came from the joint. And now I'm getting to try samples from the farmers of our country, right? Those who are the best of the best, competing to try and get, the opportunity to share their bud with that community. And getting to share that fractal with you, friends. And it is an expanding of my vision. I didn't think I was going to do that. I didn't think I was going to do any of the stuff that we do in this stream. But you, friends, have been supportive of whatever comes, and I appreciate that so much, right? It might be the completion of one journey, all of this time that we've had before this moment, but it's not the end of this story. Each life is filled with beginnings and endings. Even our highest aspirations find completion. Life continues in a manner that is not always predictable. Yet, with an attitude of flexibility and a sense of adventure, you will see that new horizons and fresh opportunities, yay, are always available. Yeah. Look to your future with optimism and hope, knowing that magic and new horizons are just around the corner. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me see. There we go. We'll pull a card from the other deck as well. One more. I want to pull from the Oracle deck. Rebecca Campbell is usually very personal. This card I'm pulling for myself. I'm pulling it for all of us, but I'm pulling it mostly for myself. So spiky, but so beautiful. Okay. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Do something to change your energy. Everything I do changes my energy. Literally. Right? You doing something takes energy. And hopefully spits back some energy in return. Dance with life. Dancing can be very energetically taxing, but it gives back all the same. What a what a call to awareness that is for this year going forward. Card number 62, or at least on page 62. Life is always moving. Wasn't that yesterday's topic? Or day before yesterday's topic? If you resist the ever changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into the harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life for a moment. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with the systemic beat. If dance isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift your energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Yes. Sun, give me energy. Sun, give me power. Sun, give me life force. Sun, make me stronger. All right. I have beat my box. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me for these moments. I can say my goodbyes. And I'll see you, friends, again tomorrow. I'm gonna go and sit down. I'm sure a goodbye message will either come to me in my mind or crystallize into digital reality as it just did. Thanks to our beloved Jovan. Let me sit down for a second. Nice. Have a good birthday evening, Mel. Thank you, Joy. Bless. You friends have made my birthday even more special. Thank you for that. I hope all of you have the most enchantingly splendid day. Yes, everyone. You're for really, reals so very muchly, oh muchly celebrated dinosaur Meltmore. And all of you, oh so very sublimely, astonishingly, playfully, benevolently, endearingly, ecstatically, whimsically, fervently, ethereally, authentically wholesome humanimal creatures gaining perspective in the opportunities we're presented with. Thank you for presenting me with the opportunity to love you day by day, moment by moment. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me in these streams, in these moments of growing, of becoming, of changing, of seeing where the world is going to take us as we take on the world. I appreciate you, friends, for giving me so much perspective. Seriously. I love you. Jovan, thank you for your Joshan message. Birthday wishes to you again, Mal. Love to you all. Love to you all, dear friends. Thank you for joining me again. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Loves you. Cheers, everybody.